Hello one and all, this is Nerdcraft here, bringing you Game 4 of this Best of 5 series. Here spawning on the northern position of the Shattered Temples is our red Zerg player who may be on a comeback, mTwDimaga, and his opponent spawning on the southern position is none other than our very own blue Protoss X RoXKISPomi. God, and I practiced too. So, yep, Shattered Temples, again, PvZ, because it is the Best of 5 series. Don't know why anyone would change their race unless you're random. And so far, if either of them are random, they've pretty much been landing very consistent races. And looks like, just by the pylon position here, Pomi's probably not going to go for the Forge Fast expansion. You usually can get away with it. I almost always see it exclusively used on these cross positions. Usually. I don't think I can recall any game where the Forge Fast Expo is used over here, on this particular part of the map, I mean. It's really easy though. I mean, all you do is put a pylon right here, Forge, Cannon, Gate, Nexus, and you're fine, and maybe even the core, just in case you need it. But yeah, people play different. Pomi might just want to be playing safely because, or wanting to be play safe because last game, Dimaga just completely ran him over. He did the, just sat back. On GSL Daybreak, if you haven't seen those games yet, go back and watch them. They're really good games so far. And what happened on GSL Daybreak, essentially, is that Dimaga was just like, whatever, I'm just going to stand, I'm going to sit back here and macro up, just get my bases, defend myself from you, and I'm going to just make sure that you have a heck of a time getting your expansions. Like, I can't recall a time when Dimaga actually did do a run by for Pomi in the natural expansion, but trying to get the third, Pomi put up that third like 3 times, I think, and lost it every single time. So just, classic StarCraft 2 play, in my opinion, just defend and deny expansions, the defend and deny, the D&D. And as we can see here, Dimaga going for his hatchery. He did do spawning pool first, then hatchery, so I don't know, he's playing pretty safe unless he's opting for some sort of aggression, which I don't think would probably work, because Zealot is on its way. The Cyber Core is just about to go down and looks like just about to complete, and by the looks of it, Pomi is getting ready to expand already. He is only on 1 gas, 1 gate, so yeah, where the gateways rallied, that's really going to tell that he's indeed going to expand. Yeah, Dimaga's streaming 4lings on over. Zealot actually is coming up here. Oh, there, but Pomi sees, he's like, yeah, no, doing a little cute Zealot micro there. There's the Zealot might die. Oh, it is going to die. Oh, that is annoying, losing your first Zealot right away. Especially when it's the 4lings, because usually a Zealot can take out 4lings quite simply. And no, yeah, that's just, it could be that Pomi, after he lost his first game, he might just be thinking that, oh crap, I might be slipping. He might just, a little psychological trauma there going. It's like, I lost a game of StarCraft 2. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore, man. I don't know anymore. But as we can see, he is putting his Nexus down at the 29 supply mark. So that's a lot faster than my expansions, but still not horribly early, that's for sure. Stalker coming up, just going to scout around, do some little kiting, maybe pick off a Zergling or 2. He doesn't have any kills, so he hasn't killed anything. And yeah, that's all that's going on so far. The Forge is going down, so it's going to be a type of Forge expansion. We'll just use the wall. The pylon going to be placed down here, most likely a cannon over there, just to prevent any Zergling run-bys or make it really hard if they decide to go into the mineral line to run by. They're taking fire from 2 cannons, so very standard things going down here. As we can see, the gateway is also on its way. So Pomi, I don't really know what he could be planning right now. I'm gonna think that he might go for a very gateway centric force with a High Templar and Storm, just because the last couple of games that he's gone to tier 3, it's been mainly Colossus that he's decided to keep his tier 3 units on, with the exception of DTs. Well, DTs aren't tier 3, so those are tier 2 units, I believe. No, those... Wait, no, those are technically tier 3, because in all technicalities, Stalkers and Sentries are tier tier 2 units because they require a new building to be made, as opposed to High Templar and DT, which both require 2 separate buildings to be made so they can be warped in. As we can see, Probe scouting around, trying to make sure there's no shenanigans going around. Yeah, that kind of... No, it didn't rhyme because it was the same word. Wing's gonna come up. They're gonna meet that Probe's gonna meet his demise, and Dimaga's already getting ready for his third. There it goes down. 7 drones just being just hatching right now, and instantly 4 more are on the way. Lair is now on its way as well. So Dimaga is most likely going to be looking for Mutalisk, I feel. Mutalisk and Infestors, just because, well, Mutas in general are really good, and Infestors are really good against a Protoss army, because the key about a Protoss army, which makes it really the easy way to easily defeat a Protoss army, is to, you know, keep them pinned down, because Blink is almost an essential thing now, as well as Charge. So if you're able to pin down the Protoss army via fungal growth, for example, then it's quite likely that, hey, you know, you're going to have a pretty good position, provided that you have the right army comp behind those fungals. And, ooh, Robotics Bay is on its way, so it looks like I was wrong. Homie is not going to be going for the High Templars or Dark Templars. You know, he's not going to go for that gateway-centric style, which consists of... What is that sound? Oh, it was an Overseer. It's not going to consist of, you know, just pure gateway units. He is going to be putting those robotics units up there, and he is going for the Colossus, as you can see, because the Robo Bay is on its way. Unless he's just getting that for Warp Prism in order to get Warp Prism speed, but I find that very unlikely, because I don't think that's Pomi's style. As you can see, yeah, Extended Thermal Lance being researched, as well as the first Colossus being chronoed out. Here comes the Observer. He's going to see everything. He's going to see that infestation, no, the Roach Warren going up, and the infestation pit that just finished over here. 1-1, what was that god-awful noise? Oh god, it was something morphine. Oh, God, it's those freaking Overseer cocoons. But yeah, level 1 melee and level 1 carapace coming up here for Dimaga. Very interesting that he opts for roaches, despite, you know, going for that melee, going for the melee upgrade instead of just going for a missile upgrade, because, you know, roaches are pretty freaking good, I'm not going to deny. And these lings are ready to do a run by on the third. As Pomi gets his ready, he's like tickling the rocks. And people say that it's like tickle beam, but I don't really see it the tickle beam, more as like I see it as the assimilator, or an assimilation beam. Just like you get shot by that thing and you're just assimilated into like the Protoss army. But of course, things that are shot by it do tend to die. And level 1 melee coming up, as well as that level, or level 2 melee, as well as that level 2 carapace coming up. Very interesting that, again, Dimaga's going for the melee. Very, I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with it or not. But of course, as we see that the Nexus for Dimaga, or not Dimaga, but Pomi is going down as well. Not melee. 5 Infestors being hatched right now, being brought to life, morphed. I'm trying to think of other terms I could use, but I can't. I always love this though when Zerglings decide to take off this gold here, because you got those Zerglings in it, like, you know, taking it out, and then you got those Zerglings running around like, hey, I want to hit it too, come on, hey, let me in. And the rocks do go down. So Dimaga really getting ready for his gold. They're both kind of just sitting back. They're trying to gauge each other right now, is how I feel. Homie, he just wants to get onto that powerful 3-base Protoss army composition, and Dimaga, he's just like, you two can play this game. If you want me to, if you want to sit back and macro up and get that classic Protoss death ball, well then I'm going to sit back, macro up, and get the Zerg death ball, that Zerg ball of death, slimy death, I suppose. That's I think what you could call it. And anyway, we have level 2 weapons up for the Protoss. Hatchery or Hive is almost, or not, no, it's nowhere near being done, but it has started, is what I meant to say. I can't remember if I already called that or not. And Blink, of course, on its way. Blink, very essential. It's almost become a necessity in most Protoss matchups. I've noticed. You don't see Blink as much as you see it in as much in PvT. But PvP and PvZ, it all does come down to the Blink, it always seems. And we have High Templar coming out too, so I don't know if he's going to morph these into Archons, or he is going to research Psionic Storm, but he's not researching Psionic Storm. And last time that Pomi got these kind of quick High Templar, he just sat there with them and turned them into Archons. Of course, as we see, Storm is actually on its way, and Lings, Corruptors, and Infestors, oh my, getting ready to do their damage, do the hurting. Burrow has not been researched, but here it comes. This is actually really good positioning there for Pomi. He's going to be able to go up onto the high ramp, but the Fungals go off, and that's just going to eat away at this army. The Zealots are nowhere. The Zealots have cleaned up the Lings, but they cannot kill anything else. There are no anti-air. Of course, a couple Stalkers warped in to try and take out these Corruptors, and the 3 Colossus, I believe there were, do go down. Archon was instantly morphed after seeing that. And there is still 1 High Templar in there, I think. No, actually, there's not. Where? What? I thought. Oh, there he is. just hiding, just trying to make sure that his High Templar aren't killed. And Dimaga kind of sensing blood, maybe a little fear. He knows that there's something. How did they see that? Oh, how did they see that? Blatantly looks at Overseer. And the Greater Spire is on its way here for Dimaga. Adrenal Glands starting to be researched, level 1 flyer attacks, so gonna make sure those Corruptors can kill the Colossus as fast as humanly possible. And I remember back in the day when as soon as you saw a Colossus, like your first thought was, oh crap, well I lost this game, because Colossus were just so good. But now they're not. Well, they're good, but they have really good counters is all. And, ooh, so that's why he got shield. That's very interesting. So, Pomi actually got level 1 shield as well. So that way his High Templar are protected quite easily. And the Corruptors are going to run over. Pomi kind of wants to ignore these Corruptors so that way he can, concentrate on this and keep the supply up for Dimaga. The High Templar is not getting any storms down. A couple of feedbacks went down on these Infestors. Vegetarian coming out. Going to be able to take out the rest of the Zealots, but all you have to do is blink away and the Infestitarian will just eventually die. But of course, he's going to have to actually be forced into killing these guys. He does not have a forward pylon, which is not good. And ooh, we have 8 Broodlords being morphed. And now more Stalkers coming. Great Storm going out there, taking out a lot of Zerglings, but also loses 2 High Templar in the process. The gold is going to go down, and more Lings are being streamed out into the map for Dimaga. And he doesn't see this these Broodlords. Well, now he does see the Broodlords, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a blink into it. Mom, blink up. Oh man, huge storm going off on all those Lings over there. And there's the blink underneath the Broodlords. Not good for them at all. 2 have gone down. 3 have gone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, only 2 have gone down so far, and the rest of this army is going to be cleaned up by Dimaga. Not a good exchange there for Pomi. Well, he did take out the gold, and he GG's right there. There you go. Leaves the game saying, okay, you killed my army. You also had Lings running by and cleaning up my mineral line. If we look, there was actually 24 probes killed by Dimaga. So, yeah, just kind of beaten back into a corner was Pomi. And that will bring us to the ace match, game 5. Stick around for then, stick around so you can watch that, or stick around so you can stick around for that. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way you got that kind of ease of access onto the channel and these videos, and you don't have to go fumbling around looking for the playlist or the videos and things like that. You can just go, oh, here it is, lol. And you can also follow me at on Twitter at nerd_craft. I don't know why I really advertise the Twitter, but it's like, kind of became part of my routine, so I do it anyway. Whether you follow me or don't, I honestly don't care. I tweet a lot, though. That's the thing. You'll get a lot of tweets from me. So, stick around. This was the end of Game 4. My name is Nerdcraft. No, crap, it was the end of Game 4. My name is Nerdcraft. Stick around for Game number 5, and I'll see you guys then.